Claressa sent me a cease and desist? Y'all probably knew because she was in the comments on my video saying, okay? And so here's what I'm going to do in terms of the cease and desist. So my lawyers have been going back and forth with her lawyer, and we've been trying to figure out what was actually said that was defamatory. Now, there was one thing that I did see that was mentioned that could be grounds for any type of lawsuit, but we have since corrected that. And so let me tell you what happened, right, before we get into the specifics of why we're here, all right? Because this is my formal apology to the GOAT.
Claressa Shields was considered an inspiration for many years. The Flint, Michigan girl who overcame hardship and poverty to become an unbeaten boxing champion. Her tale was stirring and poignant, representing fortitude, resiliency, and tenacity. However, things recently took a sinister turn when blogger Tasha Kay began to doubt the veracity of Claressa's story. Tasha called out elements of Claressa's story that didn't add up and highlighted discrepancies in her timeline by pulling up prior interviews. She also asserted that she had insiders who indicated Claressa embellished certain aspects of her past to make her ascent seem more spectacular. It would have been messy on its own. However, things became much more complex when Tasha mentioned Papoose. Tasha claims that Papoose was the one who introduced Claressa to Sierra Mitchell in the hopes that Sierra would help her rebrand and attract more mainstream sponsors. Initially, the collaboration appeared to be successful. Claressa began to receive sponsorship deals. She even started working on a Netflix documentary about her life as her social media following expanded. However, it seems that things weren't quite ideal behind the scenes. Tasha asserted that following a significant campaign, Claressa neglected to give Sierra the money she was due. Claressa allegedly attempted to discreetly resolve the issue by paying money through her business, Shields Promotions LLC, after their contract expired. Tasha produced a bank transfer marked termination settlement, which she claimed was proof. She maintained that it was hush money intended to keep Sierra quiet. Tasha says that she is prepared to speak openly now that Sierra's non-disclosure agreement has ended, and that she will bring receipts. Tasha claims that Sierra has voice recordings of Claressa acknowledging that, to make herself seem more sympathetic to fans, she fabricated some of her training narrative. The boxing world was shaken when the rumor got out. Claressa's former admirers felt misled. Social media erupted, with some accusing her of using difficulty as a performance to promote an image and calling her for false struggle marketing. It is said that companies like Gatorade and Under Armour, which had previously expressed interest in collaborating with Claressa, withdrew. Even her documentary was put on hold by Netflix, and Claressa remained very silent the entire time. Nothing, no declarations, no posts, which just served to feed the rumors. Sierra's notoriety, meanwhile, skyrocketed overnight. She began posting cryptic quotations online implying that she had contracts, voicemails, and screenshots that could ruin Claressa's name. Celebrities started to respond as well. One of Tasha's posts regarding the drama was liked by Nicki Minaj. Fans interpreted Drake's post of a single thoughtful face emoji as disparaging Claressa. Actress Megan Good said, "Sometimes women hurt women more than men ever could," sparking a frenzy on Twitter. Then, when it seemed like as if things couldn't get much messier, a new name appeared. Former boxer Monique Reed used to train with Claressa. She said that she was at last prepared to share her own tale and disclose that Tasha Kay would be the subject of her first interview. Her following grew dramatically in a matter of hours, and the internet went crazy. It is said that Claressa's camp entered crisis mode behind the scenes. Her lawyers instructed her to keep quiet, and her public relations team stopped answering calls. However, many became even more skeptical as a result of that quiet. Screenshots appeared online, alleged correspondence between Papoose and Sierra about how to maintain silence. The largest shock to date then occurred. Tasha made public what she said was a recording of Claressa threatening Sierra over the phone. "You think Tasha's gonna save you?" a woman's voice remarked on the video. "She'll misrepresent you and make you look foolish." Tasha referred to it as evidence that Claressa was attempting to scare Sierra. But the twists didn't end there. Tasha dropped one last shocking revelation during a different live stream. Ciara informed her that years prior, Monique's career had been ruined by Claressa. Before a crucial qualifying match, Claressa allegedly released altered footage of Monique's training sessions, making her appear unfit. After losing the battle, Monique went out of the public eye. Fans now claim that it makes much more sense. A network of secrets, treachery, and controversy now surrounds what was once the tale of a hero who inspired millions. One thing is certain, whether or not these assertions are accurate, the world is waiting for Claressa Shields to finally speak after her flawless reputation was damaged. It appears that this entire incident was more than an accident. The hashtag #ProtectMonique started to trend on social media as soon as Tasha Kay revealed Monique's name during her live stream. Online, thousands of people banded together to demand answers and show support for Monique. Tasha gave the impression that she wasn't finished. She asserted that she had further evidence, including a deleted video, confidential correspondence, and public relations records, which purportedly demonstrated that Claressa had been conducting smear campaigns against other boxers she perceived as rivals. By now, Claressa's reputation as an unbeatable champion was rapidly eroding. Sponsors began to quietly retreat. Her appearances were delayed by events, and her Netflix documentary was put on hold. Insiders claimed that her attorneys were now going over each contract because they were concerned that leaked information would result in legal action or perhaps fraud charges. Ciara continued to provide hints online in the meantime. "The truth doesn't expire," was one of her mysterious posts. "It only awaits the appropriate moment." She seemed to relish the anticipation, keeping everyone wondering, despite fans' pleas for her to reveal everything at once. The moment that everyone had been anticipating finally arrived. At last, Monique shared her version of events on Tasha Kay's live broadcast. She was clearly shaken, but she was adamant about telling the truth. Monique, fighting back tears, expressed her belief that Claressa had purposefully destroyed her career. She claimed that Claressa had prevented her from brand partnerships and pushed allegations that she was mentally unstable. "I admired her," Monique muttered. "I thought she was my sister in this sport, but she saw me as a threat." Her remarks struck a deep chord, and her suffering was felt by many on social media. Tasha made the terrifying statement, "This isn't over," as the interview came to an end. "Everything will alter with what I'm dropping next." The internet erupted once more over that single line. Fans began making crazy guesses. Would she make any fresh tapes public, additional witnesses, or perhaps a covert legal action? Rumors circulated behind closed doors that Claressa's team was getting ready to file a slander lawsuit against Tasha and Ciara. However, a lot of people believed it was already too late. The harm was already done. Claressa's reputation, which had previously been based on fortitude and survival, was now precarious since the public had turned her story into a circus. Every talk program, sports publication, and gossip blog was arguing the same issue. Would Claressa ever be able to recover? Some claimed that she was being unfairly attacked by envious insiders who were attempting to destroy her. Others contended that she was finally being exposed after building her notoriety on falsehoods. Papoose said nothing at all during it all. His name kept coming up in the debate, but he remained silent. Insiders claimed that he was subtly attempting to disassociate himself from the issue, particularly after Ciara implied that their relationship might not have been entirely professional. His silence did nothing but fan the flames. 3 individuals, Claressa, Ciara, and Tasha, are now the focus of the internet, and all 3 are vying for control of the story. Claressa's devoted followers are supporting her, arguing that she put in too much hard work to lose everything. Rumors Tasha's supporters commend her for making celebrities accountable. Ciara is also turning into a great manipulator for some people and a symbol of truth for others. Regardless of one's stance, one thing is certain: this scandal won't end anytime soon.
Remy Ma has already spilled the wine on Claressa not being the only one and how desperate she's been over having Papoose by her side. I mean, she is, you know, what do you call it? Like the greatest fighter, whatever.